Hey, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, over 360 cop stories. Look them up. They're all my babies. Foot pursuits, taser in the testicles, women dead in the backyard with, or in their back house with a dog eating out the poor lady's face because the dog's thirsty. Exploding bodies. They have gross alerts. Look them up. They're really cool. Okay. In addition to that, I have over 190 questions and answers. Ask me a question, and I'll respond to you directly, and then we'll put them on tape. If you want to ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Now this one I can't respond to directly because the guy asked me, how do you train a recruit out of the academy? Oh my goodness. Whew. Long. And again, I equate this to someone who reads a cookbook, goes to culinary school or whatever, and then gets hired at a restaurant. He's back there his first day. And I've done a lot of this in school, classes, but now I got to make a souffle, or I got to make an egg, whatever, and the public's going to pay me for this, and the public's going to complain to people if it's not cooked right, okay? That's what I equate to this kind of stuff. You learn a lot in the academy in the sense of basic classroom stuff, and then you have to come out here in the real world, okay? So I had a recruit out in the academy. Let me tell you how, I'm going to talk about traffic stops now, just continuing how to train them, okay? Remember, this is like the first day, a couple of days, you can imagine. Multiplied by, he's going to do this every day. Traffic stop, this is how a traffic stop is normally done. And again, for officers that just kind of put their time in, and I'm not degrading, I'm just saying that they don't want to get really involved in a lot of stops and grabbing felons down alleys and stuff. They handle radio calls, and for that kind of category, and for all officers for that point, family dispute call is the most dangerous. There's an argument whether that's the most dangerous or the next one's most dangerous, which is traffic stops. Now, I call that alpha stops. In other words, officers that are out there aggressively stopping cars for criminals and heroin addicts and cocaine dealers and DUIs and all this stuff. Although a lot of officers that are not alpha stop a lot of DUIs because it's a very dangerous thing to do, even though it's a misdemeanor. DUIs kill people like crazy all over the place, probably more than gunfire. But I have no idea if that's statistically correct, but I'm making a guess at it anyway. So here's the thing. Give you a reference of how we do it with a tenured officer. And I'll just pick a DUI because it's the simplest one we did it most often. Okay, at the time I was arrested one DUI almost every night, sometimes twice a night. Okay, because I worked the 6 at night till 3 in the morning shift, which is called the deuce watch. But anyway, so you're driving down patrol, in black and white, and the car blows a red light, does something by a violation. All of a sudden he's in front of you, he's doing one of these. Okay, I'll take a genius to figure out something wrong with this car. Here's the thing though. What is wrong with the car? You cannot assume that it's a DUI. You assume that this guy's done some traffic violations, and you know that you can make a legal traffic stop, and you're going to do it. That's about where the for sure's end, okay? Once that guy gets pulled over, there could be 30 things. You could find a dead body in the trunk. You could have all kinds of stuff. I got a guy with a dead dog in the back seat, that he said he had picked up, but that dog was still warm. So we got him for other charges, but we couldn't prove that he killed the dog. But so you don't know what you got, okay? So a regular partner. You get it. You see the DUI. You run the license plate. Didn't have any radios on our sides. Had to go through hardwire, and it was very slow in coming back on the plate. You wanted to get a return because it could be a stolen car. Could be wanted for robbery. Could be a lot of things. Not just when they say routine. When you say the news media, he did a routine traffic stop. Traffic stops are not routine. Is it civilian eyes? Yeah, it is. Wow, how could that be? Professional eyes. A lot of things go wrong. Lots. Okay. Most criminals like to carry guns in there. They have all kinds of dope in there. 99% of the time, it's Joe Citizen with his family or not going to work or whatever. But, okay, so anyway. So 1% of the time you're going to have violence, DUIs, all kinds of. The rest of the time, it's probably just a ticket. But usually you can tell because, especially now with texting, you see that. You see cars going slower than normal. Or they're kind of, texting kind of has increased that stop for that. But anyway, but in those days, in the 70s and 80s, no. So you see him weaving. Okay, so the partner runs the plate. You're not putting the red lights on him yet. You're just watching him. Why are you watching him? Because you're right. You got this for your report. You're going to make a middle note because if you get something out of this, an arrest of this stop, you have to document what you saw before you made the stop. You just can't. This is in England in the medieval ages. I keep saying England, but they didn't have a look at the United States search and seizure laws are opposite of what England used to do. Is to go into doors, kick doors in, and grab people. No, this is the United States of America. You have to have a reason, a lawful reason to stop someone. You just can't stop because you feel like it, okay? The probable cause, a ticket, whatever. So now you got this. Now she comes back on the radio, wants her warrants. Okay, fine. So now I say, okay, you ready? Okay, go ahead. So we put the red lights on, light them up. Okay, now what happens here? See, you think these things seem so simple, but to me it's simple. But to you guys out there, I'm trying to explain what kind of gut feeling you have on these things and what happened. The hair on the back of your neck goes up. Light them up, nothing happens. You go down about 35 miles an hour. He's doing this, Red lights, high beams, nothing. All right, watch out. You already got the hair on the back of your neck goes up. Is he going to run? Is he going to slam on the brake? What's he going to do? Okay. Then you go hit the siren. So hit the siren. Okay, they usually does it. Usually hit the siren. If they're in a stupor, they're drunk. Whoa, what was that all about? And then the next thing my partner will get on. This is a tenured officer, PA system. Police department. And finally he pulls over. Okay. Then you pull over. He's here and you're here on purpose. Why are you offset? Because when you walk up to talk to him, your car is blocking any car that might hit you. And if you go halfway over, if a car hits your police car, he'll hit the violator's car. If you go too far over, he'll run you over. That's why you do that. So everything's done for a purpose. I told you way back, they have a book this thick, our manual. Everything from what socks do you wear to what tie bar you put on, and how to do a traffic stop. Big sections on. Because why? Because other officers were killed and injured, and they learned from that over the last 40 years how to do things safely as best they can. This is dangerous work anyway. You see on these videos where the poor cops on the side of the road, somebody comes flying by and takes them out of me. Happens all the time. It's horrible. Horrible. Okay, so now you stopped him. Get out. This is my tenured officer. We walk up. I walk in front of my car. Come on back. If he's not listening, come on back. He doesn't come back. Now what? You're not getting out of the car. It's nighttime. Flashlight's out. Look at your partner. You walk up. Put your hand on the trunk. Push the trunk. Why? Several reasons. Your hand mark's on the trunk. In case he gets away and shoots you and kills you, they can link. They'll dust that car and find your prints on there, and there's proof that the officer was here. Our primary objective was to make sure nobody's hiding in the trunk, because back in the 60s, they were Weathermen Underground, which are a very violent group that they like to hide in trunks. And when the cops pulled up, they trap cops. They lure them to make them stop, and then when the cops got close, they pop the hood and start shooting at them. Okay, that's a bleed over from the 60s. So we do that. Hit the trunk, make sure it's nobody in there. Then you got your hand on your gun now, because the hair is up. So is your partner. He's looking in the other side. You're looking in. How you doing? Most of the time, it's like this. You look at saliva coming down. Sir. Try to reach. Sometimes the windows are down. Sometimes they're not. Grab the door handle. Look at your partner, because you're looking over the hood of each other. Grab the door. You pull it open. Remember, it's still in. It may not be in park. It may be in gear. Got to watch that. Got to watch him. Got to watch his hands. So many things you have to watch for. He's watching too. He's watching the right hand. What's he doing? Most of the time it's in park. So I like to reach over if he's in the stupor and turn the ignition off. Sometimes you can't because he's talking to you. How you doing? Of course you get that blowback of the booze. Okay, fine. So then usually tell them please step out. 99.9% of the time they step out. Sometimes they say F you. When they say F you, we had a signal. Really? I'd loud like that, real loud. My partner would jump on the passenger side. I grab him, and then the struggles. What do I do with him? What happens is the passenger. We practice this. The passenger on the one hand, you got the other one, and the passenger will jump on the seat, and you'll pull the driver out on the driver's side, and the passenger your partner will follow, holding onto his arm, and then you get him outside. But again, 1% of the time that might happen. Most of the time, yeah, okay, I'm all right, officer. Why'd you stop me for? And he steps out, and of course he stumbles and he's drunk. Okay, so you get him out, turn him around. What do? You search him, okay? Not pat him down, because now you've got a DUI, a possible DUI, and now you have an arrest, and you can make sure he has no guns. And then once you determine he is DUI, then you can go into his pockets and look for booze, or not his pocket. Go in his pockets, look for drugs. You can go in the car, look for booze, because even though you have him for DUI, DUI is not just alcohol. It's pills, pot, coke, anything that he may be. But since you smell alcohol, it's probably alcohol, obviously. So take him out, bring him back by himself if he's in there. You usually hand him to your partner. He'll search, pat him down. You sit there and wait. You're going to give a field sobriety exam. You ask then the partner officer to do that. He's tenured like me. He's off on the sidewalk. You don't search yet. You just stand there watching. Suspects go back and forth. Your partner's over here. You're spread over, watching. Same tactics is important. You don't know what this guy's going to do. He could be the nicest guy. Could be a pastor of some store or some church. Really nice, passive guy. And all of a sudden you realize, I'm taking the DUI test. I don't want to go to jail. Next thing you know, this guy's firing on somebody. Okay? So you got to stay spread out. You can't stay together. So you spread out. Eye to nose, look back. Okay, you look at each other. You give the nod. Comes over. And the nod means, we say nod means handcuffs. I'm, well, how's it going, sir? Walk up. He walks up. I'm walking up on him. Partner's coming over here on purpose. He's talking to me. His mind is talking to me. He's not aware of my partner. Pretty soon he's handcuffed. Do that. And we don't say we're going to handcuff you. I see that. Oh my gosh. We just tell him, go ahead and run. Okay? He doesn't know he's going to jail until you actually cuff him. So why would you give him a warning? I see it all the time on these new shows. I think because nowadays cops are more gentler, touchy-feely, they're on camera. No, you could be professional. You just walk up, don't say anything to him. What am I arrested for? Oh, you're not being arrested yet. No, what did I do? Well, you shouldn't do this. And you click. It's over. Give him a heads up. Come on. Okay, so anyway, so you cuff him. Okay, now he's under arrest. Why? Because you gave him an exam. You search him. You go in the car, pull out a couple bottles of beer. You put that in an evidence box you have in your trunk. You pull the car into some store property to park it, or if he wants, you can have it towed, and then piece of cake. Put him in the car. And have a cage. So I'm driving. My partner's behind me. He's over here filling out the information because we're partners, regular partners. Go to the station. Go in and get the sergeant. He comes out. How's it going? Okay, sounds good. Talks to the guy a few minutes. Are you okay? Everything all right? Okay, book him. Book him. Are you done? Traffic stop. Pristine. Professional parking stop. Professional traffic stop. Okay. Now, first one with a recruit. Okay. We had a ticket earlier. I'll tell you about the third day we make our DUI stop. Okay. And remember now, the whole time we're handling some radio calls, we're writing some parking tickets, we're doing some things. And I don't want to get too involved in stuff because I'm trying to teach him the basic stuff. Okay. Where are we at any given time? I made a right turn. What's the street? Imagine, basic stuff. Why? Because you can get killed. If we get shot at, he's got to know where to call for help. Okay? And if I get shot, I'm the senior guy, he has to take over. 1 day out of the academy, 4 days out of the academy. He's got to take over. He's got to know that. So he's got to protect number one here. Okay? Another reason why to take care of me. But anyway, so so we're driving around, we see a guy, whatever, blow a red light or whatever. It's a DUI. Okay, we think it's a DUI. We don't like this. I said, what do you see? What do you see? Because I want him to write the report. So what do you see? Well, he blew the red light. He came around the corner. He went across a couple lanes, and now he's weaving. Okay, he's weaving from the left turn pocket over to the right side, right, back and forth. Okay, you're good. That's good probable cause. We're going to stop him. Okay. And you can imagine what I had to tell him while we're stopping him. I said, okay, run the plate. Remember now, he doesn't know this, so he's okay. So runs up because you can see I'm looking at him, shaking. Okay. Shaking. Like that old movie. See that? Calm as can be. Yeah, but I shoot on this hand. That's an old pum. Okay, anyway. So he puts out a broadcast, okay, and he goes, and he's like, now he's on the edge of his chair. We're leaning back, now he's like this. Okay, waiting for a return on the radio. Oh, that's right, because he's getting ahead of himself here, okay. Wait for the return. Okay, we're waiting. And believe me, for a young guy, when I was a young guy, it takes maybe a minute or two to get a return. But in a minute or two at doing 35 miles an hour, you think we're never going to get a return. I mean? It's like, whoa, we've gone 6 blocks and does she hear me? And then also, but here we go again. When she comes back with the information, he doesn't know to hear it because he doesn't know how to listen to the radio. Remember, let me, because I'm running out of time, but the last thing I'm going to tell you is this is what she sounds like. We had 3 girls on one frequency. This is what he's listening to. Listen to this. 4827, handle the call, radio man, 450 man with a gun, First and Broadway. 11427, handle the family dispute, next door neighbors at 127 Boyne Street. 2 Adam 27, handle the call. That's the way it sounds continuously. Although she's better clarity than I am, because that's her job to be the radio girl. But that's the pace. 4827, handle. That's because she hasn't enough time to go. Hey, you guys want to handle? Anybody there? No, that ain't gonna happen. This is an Arkansas PD. Okay, this is big time. So when she comes back with the information, I go, did you get that? She goes, no. Okay, the car's okay. He never got it because he doesn't know what to listen to. So when I come back, I'll explain the rest of it. You see how hard it is for him to get that at first, and I have to make sure he has to get all that. It's a lot of things here for a simple traffic stop. Okay. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'll get back to you in the next one. Okay. Bye-bye.